Okay, so now we're on number 4. So we wrote our little invisible line. We're going to put our fraction version on the top and our decimal version on the bottom. So if you take out your place value chart and you look at it, we have the ones, the tenths, the hundreds, and the thousands. And when I look at the number 13, the number 13, the 1 should actually be in the tens. I'm just going to kind of squeeze it in right there. Then the 3 will be in the ones place. Then I have a 0 in the tenths place. A 9 in the hundredths place. And then we have a 5 in the thousandths place. So having this in front of me is going to help me decompose that number, right? Okay. Now that I've got it decomposed, I'm going to see if I can get all of it in here. Let's see if I can bend this just a little bit. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Now we're ready. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to see if you can stretch this number out on your own, and then let's check each other's work. So now that you've had the opportunity to try, let's take each number. So we're going to take the number 1. The number 1 is in the tens place, so we're going to say 1 times 10, and we're going to put it in parentheses. So we're stretching out the value of that number. We're going to add that to the number 3, and the 3 is in the ones place, so we're going to put that in parentheses. We're going to take our next number, and we're not going to worry about the tenths place because that's a 0. It's worth 0. So we're going to take the number 9, and the number 9 is in the hundredths place, so we're going to write times 100. And then we're going to take our last number, 5. And what number is the 5 in? The thousandths place. So there is our expanded notation in fraction form. We can take that same number and now we can write it in decimal form. So when we write it in decimal form, we're going to keep everything in front of the decimal the same, Caleb. So we're going to write 1 times 10 in parentheses and 3 times 1 in parentheses. Those pieces are staying the same because they're whole numbers. The difference will be the fraction. Instead of writing the fraction value, we're going to write the decimal value. So we're going to take the number 9, and the decimal would be 0.01, right? So we're going to write decimal 0.01. So that's going to be 100th. And then we're going to take our next number, 5, and we're going to write 1,000th in decimal form. So 1,000th would be 0.001. All right. What questions can I answer for you about that? You will get some practice on this on pages 7 and 8 in your orange booklet. Remember, we talked about that earlier. Okay.